Everyone, welcome back to another episode of KB Cakes. On today's tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how I make my buttercream frosting, and I use this on all my cakes to ice it and to frost my cupcakes. This is not my recipe, it's by Wilton, but it works perfectly for me. The stuff you'll need is a half a cup of shortening, 4 cups of powdered sugar, 1 stick of salted butter. Make sure it's at room temperature and it has to be very soft or else it won't come out creamy. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, along with 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk, depending on how thick and how soft you want your frosting to be. So the first thing you have to do is just add your shortening, and make sure you guys have a paddle attachment fixed to the mixer. And I'm going to beat this on high, or medium and high, for like a minute, just until the butter and shortening mix perfectly and it's very, very creamy. So I let my butter and shortening mix completely. Now I'm just going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract to it. And I'm just going to mix this again for like another 30 seconds. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add my powdered sugar, half of it first, into the mixer. And I'll add the other half after I finish mixing this together. Make sure you mix it on low because you don't want the powdered sugar to go everywhere. Now it's starting to form into a thick paste. Once it formed into a thick paste, you add the rest of your powdered sugar. And when I mix this in, the frosting is going to be kind of dry, but that's why we have the milk to make it the consistency we want it to be. So I'm just going to mix this completely through, and I'll be back to show you guys how to finish it off. Okay, so my frosting is very thick and dry, and I'm going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk, and I'm going to keep adding depending on how soft I want the consistency to be. You guys can make it very soft, or you guys can keep it kind of thick. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons right now, and if I don't like it, I can always add more. So my frosting is very dry and it's normal. So I'm going to turn it on low, and I'm going to make sure I add a little of milk at a time, and then put it on high speed so it can completely mix. And now you can see it forming into an icing form. And I'm going to let this be on high for 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, because that's what makes the frosting very spreadable and good. So now that my frosting is more of a frosting consistency, I let it mix for about 5 minutes, and now it's exactly how I want it to be. It's very spreadable now, and you can frost this on cakes to put fondant over. And the good thing about this recipe is it crusts, so the cake will stay with this shape if you guys have sharp edges. And you guys can frost cupcakes with this. Look how perfect and spreadable this looks. You guys can always double or triple the recipe depending on how much buttercream you guys want. And if you guys want to make this chocolate buttercream, you guys can just add 3/4 cup of cocoa powder and it'll become chocolate buttercream instantly. And that's my way of making my buttercream. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back next time for another tutorial.